Hey guys, Xander Holt here, the primal sex expert. And today I'm going to talk about the top erection boosting secret used both by primal man and all of the major religions, even though they didn't even know that's what they were doing. So what is this top erection boosting secret embraced both by primal man and all the major religions? An erection boosting secret that will not only increase the hardness of your erections, but will make it much easier to get and maintain erections, to last longer, to increase your libido, to improve overall circulation, and get you in touch with your primal nature. What is the secret? Well, in a nutshell, it's fasting. And I'm going to talk about a very specific type of fasting to help us with this. But how does that work? Why does fasting make our erections easier to attain, maintain, and make them harder? How does that work? Well, if you haven't watched my video on the gelding theory and the leaky gut and how it affects your testosterone and your erections, watch that video because that will go into much more depth. But in a nutshell, basically what's happening there is in your gut you have a lining of cells, the endothelial cells that should be tightly joined. But when our gut gets inflamed, like when there's constantly food in it, it's constantly digesting, or we're putting crappy food in it, all kinds of different things, well then those junctions break apart. And the toxins in our gut, like the bad bacteria or food particles, leak right through there into our bloodstream. And those endotoxins in our bloodstream have been shown to quickly tank our testosterone and our ability to easily get and maintain rock hard erections. So fasting, what does fasting do? Well, fasting heals that. When your gut is not constantly having to deal with digesting food, it can start to repair itself. So fasting is very effective for that. And throughout most of human history, we fasted just naturally because food was just not readily available all the time. This ability to get food whenever we want, even the concept of having 3 square meals a day, very new concept in human history, very new ability to do that in human history, right? We fasted all the time simply because that's just how it was. That's how life was and how it has been through most of human history. But it does amazing things for us, and religions have known this for a long time. It's one of the few things that all major religions agree on is fasting. So that's one of the things it does. It heals our gut, so that helps those erections right off the bat. But it also balances our hormones. It balances our leptin, our ghrelin, our insulin, which is so important, cortisol with testosterone. It helps, like I said, clean out the gut. It detoxifies our system, making it much easier to get those rock hard erections. It increases stem cell activity so that the body can repair itself much more quickly. It's like an anti-aging type of deal. It's fantastic for our sex life. So what I recommend, though, is a specific kind of fasting called a 16-8 intermittent fast. And the reason I recommend this is that you can do it on a daily basis. You can get those erection boosting, detoxifying, fat-losing benefits every day by doing a 16-8 fast. And what that means is that you're fasting for 6 hours and there's an 8-hour window that you can eat. So basically you're either skipping breakfast or you're skipping dinner. And I find it easier to skip breakfast. So I stop eating around 8 p.m. and then I don't eat again until noon. So my first meal of the day tends to be lunch for most people. Most people eat lunch at that time. That's my breakfast, is lunch. And the great thing, like I said, you could do that every day. There's also one meal a day which is a nice intermittent fast, but it's more taxing on the body. It's more stressful on the body, so it's hard to do on a daily basis because when you get stressed, you get cortisol levels that increase, which decrease your testosterone levels. Same thing with extended fasts, like days on end, but those are good to do every once in a while to really clean out your system. But the 16-8 you could do every day to help boost your erections, just like Primal Man. All right, that's it for today's video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to our free Facebook group, Rock Hard for Life, where we talk much more about primal sex, getting stage 4 rock hard erections naturally, and lasting as long as you want. Until next time, go be a beast.